You've just been to this hearing on gain-of-function research. I think it's the only or one of the few in the Congress. What's your takeaway, sir?
It may be the only one. My takeaway is that there are massive unanswered questions about what went on in that Wuhan lab. And the fact that there was this concerted effort by people who were involved in funding that research to try and label it all a conspiracy theory is unbelievable. And this Congress, the Democrats have no interest in doing any investigations. Dr. Fauci has repeatedly lied about what NIH and NIAID funded with our taxpayer dollars. No follow-up, no accountability from this administration or this Congress. And this is something that the new Republican Congress has got to get to the bottom of next year.
You mentioned Dr. Fauci. What is the nexus, as far as you can ascertain, sir, between Dr. Fauci and this gain-of-function research?
Well, it appears that he helped fund it. I mean, he used our taxpayer dollars to help fund gain-of-function research in Wuhan. That may well have some link to this virus. I mean,
this is an answer which came from one of the scientists?
Yeah, this is exactly. And look, I mean, it is well known that NIH and NIAID were providing taxpayer dollars for gain-of-function research. Now, they since have denied it because they say, well, the definition of gain-of-function is something we don't all agree on. But there is definitely a nexus there, and we need to figure out what it is. And we also need to figure out why it is Dr. Fauci has repeatedly misled Congress and the American people about his role in this.
Now, there were a group of scientists. Did they say that gain-of-function research, there is a benefit, a cost benefit? Is the benefit worth the cost, the potential risk? What's your sense?
Well, their view is that there is a benefit for bioweapons. I mean, that's the real reason to do gain-of-function research. There's not really a civilian benefit. You don't use it to develop new vaccines, for instance. You don't use it to treat folks, but you can use it to develop weapons. And for that reason, they think that gain-of-function research should be done sparingly, if at all. Certainly should be subject to oversight. But we know that China has been pursuing it as much as they could, as often as they can, and trying to use our tax dollars to do it.
What about that letter that was written by several scientists, the Lancet letter? What is the disposition of that at this point?
Well, I asked about this, and what the scientists said is that had a tremendous effect in stopping any questions into the origin of COVID-19. I mean, it was an effort by people, by the way, who had benefited from some of this taxpayer-funded research, benefited from gain-of-function research. It was an effort by them to direct attention away from the possible role they played in COVID-19. I mean, it's really incredible. There needs to be a full investigation into that. And again, I don't know why the Democrats have no interest in this. They don't want to talk about it. They don't want to admit that there was anything done that was wrong. They don't want to trace U.S. taxpayer funds. It's incredible.
Thank you, sir.
You bet. Good to see you again.